We're here at the 3rd annual KeroWACKED Multimedia Festival in Boynton Beach Arts District with 3 community activists who are giving back to our South Florida community and leading the way in non-GMO education awareness. Boe Simeonov is the frontman for Future Prezidents, an original conscious reggae band hailing out of South Florida. Future Prezidents represents self-respect and is actively involved in support of the organic, sustainable living, and non-GMO movement that's rapidly gaining momentum around the globe. Tracey is a political activist and community organizer, working to raise awareness and create sustainable communities that start locally and expand, a part of the local non-GMO and farm-to-table transition movements in Palm Beach County. Rolando Chang Barrero is an artist and community leader. He has been working to support change for over 30 years, from ACT UP, which is AIDS Coalition to Unleash Power, to the United Way. He is a nonpartisan, issue-oriented activist. He is the recipient of Congressional Letter of Commendation for his work with children in environmentalism, and most recently touted as one of Palm Beach County's green trailblazers. We're here to talk about a common theme which inspires the work that all 3 of you do, which is GMO awareness and education. John, for those of us who are not familiar, what are GMOs, and why have countries such as Germany, Japan, Switzerland, Austria, and Greece passed various bans on GMOs?
GMOs are largely untested, unproven, and supposedly beneficial merging of DNA strands to create super breeds that are either resistant to pesticide, resistant to herbicide, and resistant to insect. The problem is, as they develop more pesticides, the insects are growing pesticide resistant and creating superbugs that are killing off the conventional crops. They're cross-pollinating, and the pesticides are killing off the bees, which is eliminating the ability to farm in a traditional manner.
Now, several states here in the U.S. are passing GMO labeling laws. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Most recently, Vermont passed their GMO labeling law, which will give people the ability to really decide what they have in their diet, what they're feeding to their families. In Florida, we have HB1 currently making its way through the Senate, and we are urging people to support the passage of HB1 and urge the governor to sign that bill.
Can you tell us what GMO stands for?
GMO stands for genetically modified organism, and if you're like me, anything genetically modified kind of scares you a little bit.
Frankenfoods.
Frankenfoods.
Boe, you marched and performed your GMO protest song Earth, Water, and Soul at several worldwide GMO protest marches. Tell us more about why this topic and lifestyle is important to you and your band Future Prezidents.
Well, I grew up really getting food directly from either the farm that I grew up on, lived on, or local markets. And really, for me, GMO just sort of represents, a God complex that people have, that they think they can get in the way of nature. The thing about it for me that bothers me is that we're not given a choice in the United States, and a lot of other countries are at least required to put a label. I understand that GMOs exist and that they will be there. What I really try to stand for is give us the ability to make our own decisions, so we have the freedom of choice. And a lot of countries have banned them or required labeling laws. And of course, because Monsanto, which is one of the major players, is based out of Missouri, the FDA hasn't gotten on board with requiring labeling and giving people a choice. A lot of national companies like Chipotle or like Whole Foods are starting to take the initiative because they understand that people want a choice. So Future Prezidents is really about self-respect and being the president of your own future, and being able to make your own decisions and respecting yourself and voting for yourself every day. And that's what we're trying to spread through our music and through our lifestyle, with our gear, our clothing, our apparel, and our lyrics.
Rolando, how did you all come to work together on GMO awareness here at the KeroWACKED Multimedia Festival in Boynton Beach?
I guess I've met both of you previously through functions that you had a rally, for anti-GMO rally that I participated in. I got to know you a little better. Bo's been here. This is the 2nd or 3rd time that he participates in the KeroWACKED Festival. I'm more interested in anything that's going to give a consumer basically a choice and inform them and educate them. I was on the front line with AIDS information. I was on the front line now with GMO information. I deal a lot with the Everglades, with the Melaleuca trees and what's happened with them since they were imported here to kind of suck up some of the wetlands, and now they've like completely taken over. So anything that informs the public so that they know what's going on. So it's just that they wake up. I have an artist that's included in the exhibition that she did Molly, which is a silicon sculpture of a calf. And we were talking about this, and the purpose of her piece is not necessarily to shock people, but for them to actually look at what they're eating. It's really nice when it's all nice and packaged, but you need to really take a good look. Just like Boe, you know, I grew up getting markets brought in, and the slaughterhouse would bring in the animals. You know, you got to choose from them, you got the farms brought in and stuff like that. Today everything is so packaged, you don't even know what you're eating. You go to certain places and they'll say organic farms, and you buy it, and you don't realize that organic farms is the name of the company, that there's nothing organic in the product. You know, so you read the labels and you find out that you don't have to buy it if that's not what you want. But with GMOs, it's not being labeled, so you really don't know. And you know, that's kind of duping the customer.
Rolando, how is this year's KeroWACKED Festival raising awareness about GMO education and a sustainable lifestyle?
We've invited FAU students with the C'est La Via program that are doing a lot of projects throughout alleyways to basically vitalize them when they're not being used. And they're part of the city planning department at FIU. I also, how I said, I've included in my exhibition the work of Jennifer Gwen. I invited Future Prezidents to perform. You know, we try to reach out as much as we can to the local community that's dealing with issues responsibly.
Gentlemen, thank you for the work you do in support of our local South Florida and global community. Do you have any last words you'd like to share with us today?
Hell no GMO. May 24th, downtown Clematis by the fountains of Flatland.
Yeah, I would just say Future Presidents, you know, respect yourself, make your own choices, and don't let people make those decisions for you. You can check out our March Against Monsanto protest song, which is the #1 March Against Monsanto protest song on YouTube right now, and find out more about the last march that we participated in, or the one before that, and hear our song Earth, Water, and Soul. Check us out at futurepresidents.com. And you know, educate yourself and treat yourself with respect every day and participate in that lifestyle.
As for me, every third Thursday is Boynton Beach Live at the Boynton Beach Arts District. We invite you all to come along and create connections, support the community, and the community will support you.
Peace, love, Future Press.
Again, we have South Florida conscious reggae band frontman Boe Simeonov from Future Prezidents, sustainable living political activist and community organizer John Tracey, and community activist artist Rolando Chang Barrero here at the 3rd annual KeroWACKED Multimedia Festival in Boynton Beach Arts District. Thanks again, gentlemen. Find out more about the annual KeroWACKED Festival on the Facebook fan page. We'll see you again next year.
Next year.